As indie filmmakers, one of the biggest challenges we are constantly facing is walking in blind to a lot of locations. So today we're going on a little corporate shoot, and we're gonna have a look at a job I did a few months ago and see how I go about taking a less than ideal location and try to make it a little bit more dynamic. I'm gonna show you guys how I use my color meter on set, my trusty Sekonic 800, and why it is absolutely my #1 tool. This thing is hands down the #1 thing I use the most on every single job. And then we're gonna look at one of my techniques of wrapping the key light to avoid a Sourcey looking image, as well as showing you guys how a Blender ND filter can be very useful when shooting through windows, kind of like what we're doing right here. And then we're also gonna talk about the benefits of working with a minimalist light kit. So specifically with these kind of corporate shoots, very rarely do we have the luxury of doing a real location scout with the client or the director and working out the blocking prior to the shoot day. So I'm gonna show you how I operate in a very boring location with a very small light kit. Now please keep in mind, this is not how I would go about lighting any of my narrative jobs. This was a small corporate gig, and so it was treated as such. They are two different palettes, if you will. But this actually turned out kind of cool because I was able to hire on one of my Patreon members and bring him along with me. So shout out to Matt Lale. And it was pretty awesome because he started asking me questions about what I was doing, my thought process, and I thought it was interesting. So I grabbed my GoPro 10 and started filming those conversations. So this is not cool cinematic behind the scenes, but that is not what today's video is about. This is about how I approach a very simple yet very efficient lighting setup. Showing you some of my simple techniques that I use and have learned throughout the 50 gaffing jobs that I've done, and looking at how I match different light sources, the tools I use, and how I try to create a more dynamic image in a less than ideal situation. Now, as I'm sure you've already noticed, both in that BTS and this setup right here, I've chosen what I call the death option, shooting directly into a window. Now, I call it the death option because the reality is a lot of guys would run away from this idea. But when it comes to either shooting through a window or looking at boring, stark white walls, you better bet your ass I'm going through the window. Just so I can achieve some sort of depth within my shot. Otherwise, we're sitting in a boring white square. So let's jump in and have a look. Yeah, look at this guy we got here today.
Oh, we got it. DogTimes.
DogTimes V-mounts. We got the cart over here, we're moving in.
We're moving in.
Look at the way I configured this Sony. Look at it, it's the Titan arm, monitor mount, also a top handle. Sock where you just click it in, baby. Look at that beast. Oh yeah. Look, the Sony's just floating. That's so funny. So she's mounted with a tripod foot plus the Y arm. So she's double set up. We got a Radiant Soft 1 with a Firecrest blender. So it's really a 3-stop, but it's at the very top, it's a 4-stop, and it works its way down to nothing because it's a blender. This is a pro tip too. You can use the DigiSlate, but since the clacker isn't that loud, you can hold it like this, you know?
Okay.
And then that way you can type their name on here. I would have preferred to go this way, but there's nowhere for the light to go. That's the crappy part.
What's the...
Unless I go more like this. Let's do this. Let's go, put camera more like this, and then hug the Forza up against this. And we'll have to break the neck on it. But before we put it up, we gotta put the dome on it.
Got it, okay.
See how it operates? It's only a 1.2 up here at the top. Pretty much in the center, it's a 3-stop, so a 0.9. Down here, it's nothing. I don't know, I'll show you. Like, the way I do it is open it, build the dome.
Before you even place
it. And then drop the lamp on it, and then pull it up. And you just pop it on. See that? And then you can tighten this so it's not gonna spin. Then you can put it on the stand.
Good dude.
Gaffer tip.
Gaffer tip, #1.
Let's get the CreamSource outside. And you can put it pretty much in line with the camera.
Okay.
So like, you're gonna be in line, like right out here. And just shoot it right towards their chair. Here's our gaffer kit. Yeah. Little gaffer kit. We got a stinger. We got the MP9. We got a bunch of gaff tape. We got the road rags. There's what we need for this wag flag, the 4x4 ultra bounce flop. Do the white side though towards audience. Actually, I do want to try to sneak the Forza 60B behind here. We'll push the couch back, put a stand in here, and shoot the Forza 60B for the scratch. Out there, Matt's gonna set up the CreamSource to push back some of the light back this way. We gotta help wrap this key light. Push more light back there, all motivated by this window. Ultra bounce. Forza 60B with the spotlight mount. Bing, bing, bing. A little bit of edge coming off of our ultra bounce here. Not the ideal shooting situation, is it? We're gonna make do. So this is what I like to do. I always take my reading off of the light for color temperature. Here you can see what we're looking at. So naturally, we're at a 5200 in here, but to camera, what do we get to camera? Yeah, 52. So we're 5200 all the way around, but now we can see what we're getting from the lens to talent. See exactly what so see I've rotated the dome around, and now we're gonna see what this is giving me. She takes a minute when it's dark. See there, you're actually only getting 41. So the camera is seeing 41, your actual light is giving 52. So what I do next is I take an average of the two, which is 4650. That's my target white balance. I pop out of here, I go to white balance. I say the target I want is actually 4650. Now that the meter knows that I want a target color temp of 4650, this can tell me where it's sitting on the white balance scale. See there, we're a tad over. Just a little bit of blue to it. We just want to add a little bit of blue. So that's what we're gonna do on the Sony a7S III. We'll go up a little bit because you see how we're like that. So she's just a leaning bit that way, but she's right on the line. So we'll take her up even, and then we'll ride her over this way. She's about 4 ticks over. So we'll go B4. And yeah, we'll see what that looks like. We'll just start there. I'm just gonna start there, and then we're gonna use my color checker passport video. What we wanna do is see what's going on outside here. And for outdoors, we're gonna change our target to 5600. Put that on 57. Let's see what that gives us. And then while he's doing that, I can literally stand right here and see what it's giving us.
57.
Yeah, she's pretty dang accurate.
46.
Go 5750. So I don't mess with any camera bull crap. I only work off of the meter. 2398 ISO 100, a 180 degree shutter. So I see what we're getting on the Forza with the settings of my camera, a 4. And I'm shooting at ISO 100 because I'm in picture profile 11, which is kind of straightforward delivery. So we see it's giving us an f4. So see, it's only a 2.8.5. What's that on out there, Matt?
50%.
50%?
Yep.
But see, it's competing a little too much. I would go down a little bit. Keep going. I'm gonna bring it a full stop lower. What's cool about the CreamSource Micro is that it is a 13-degree beam angle without any diffusers on it. So it's a harsh little edge light. So we're gonna use my gaffer glass so I can see exactly where that thing is hitting in relation to our key light. You know what I wanna do? Close the door and put it on the other side of the door. I need a laser pointer so I can point at that blotch right there. Oh, this is in the way. Shoot. We gotta clamp this up. No, it wouldn't make sense to be low. You never wanna put your lights low. Let's just clamp this up. The only time I do low lights if I'm uplighting a wall or something. We gotta make it so bright in here because I'm on an f4 with about 3 and I got a 1.2 blender in there, so that's good, Matt. Come on in and sit down. See, I got the 1.2 blender plus a Radiant Soft in there. There she is. Yeah, see, we're just barely letting those highlights clip out, but I'm fine with that. That's kind of cool. Rotate the blinds, Matt. Let's see what it looks like if you go the other way. Go, 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 go. Very slow. Right there, right there. I like that. That's kind of nice. That looks good out there. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. He looks pretty good. Okay, we're just gonna do a little edge light right there, that little baby Forza 60B. Then we gotta set up the boom.
What one was this one for? Just fill?
Well, because like to help push.
Like wrap?
Yeah, that's help wrapping. Because this, you know, is just looking, this on its own is looking too lit.
Got it.
This is just helping push a little more. Probably gonna match this one to what's outside because this is bicolor, which is nice. I love this little light. This is always a huge hit. On any job I do, gaffing, DP, whatever, this little light is always a big hit. I know they got the new one now, the RGB one. Oh, Let's leave that on for now. Yeah. Or actually, yeah, let's turn it off when I dial in the edge. My bad. Yeah, let's turn it off. Because watch how much a difference it makes. Turn it off. Yeah, it's definitely helping wrap the light.
Got it.
See what I do? Like this one, this C-stand I just added, so I'm gonna put more yellow tape all over this C-stand. Just so people catch it out of the bottom of the corner of the eye, they don't trip over it. The CreamSource is matching that, I guess. Not barely. Actually, we need to change the CreamSource to match this. This one's 5300. Go put that at 5300, see what it gives me. Maxed out. What's it maxed out at? And all it's really giving me is 4900. So see, I can't quite make it match that Forza, but it's close enough. 5349, that's close enough. But really what we have going on in our background out here is a 41. So I'm gonna put this guy on a 41.
So if it changes in terms of like sunny to it doesn't change temperature, right? Or it does change temperature?
Outside? Yeah, the outside is gonna change, but it don't matter because our CreamSource is gonna stay consistent.
Got it.
All it's gonna affect is what the background looks like. I don't really mind that. It's so deep, like we're under a huge shade here.
Yeah.
Nothing is actually gonna infiltrate
So
this.
all you're doing is matching all the lights to the outside?
No,
like,
no.
In terms of temperature?
No, not all the lights.
Oh, okay, got it.
No, I'm matching the CreamSource to this.
Got it.
This cannot be adjusted, right? The Forza is stuck,
56.
but it's not. It's 52,
Okay,
right?
got
So
it.
that's why I'm trying to get that 52 to make it look like the light is wrapping.
Got it.
But this one is the only one that's matching what's outside,
Okay.
which right now is 4300 is all, or 42 or whatever it was. Weird. Like if you jump 100 degrees, it really jumps. Let's get you a little higher here. There it is. Just a little bit, not the nose. I just want to kiss that cheek, your ear a little bit right there. Let's see what that does for us. Never want it on the face. I just want it on the ear part. Just popping the backside out. I'm looking at the GoPro like that, right?
If it looks good in the GoPro, you got it.
Look at me. Yeah, you can barely feel it. It looks nice though, because what am I getting straight down the barrel here? About a 4. No, she's right where I want her. She's only a stop under. You know, I was just making sure that thing wasn't coming out of his head. I don't think we're gonna even need the Roscoe, because we got this perfect, huge, round eye light out of our Forza in the dome. All right, cool, let's set up the boom mic. So see, I'm on this servo zoom here. So if I wanted the freedom to pull out a little bit, I wanted to be able to do that, but I want to put a bush there because I don't like that. That would help a little bit with depth on the inside too. So then I have freedom to go all the way in like that, but then also can pull out a little bit. Have to take the boom a little higher, obviously. But yeah, then I could, you know, go a little wider on it. Make it feel like what it is, you know? You know what I want to do, Matt? I want to pull it all off the window. It's too stacked. That's what it is. That's what I don't like about this. I just had to pull this away from the window a little more. I wanted to get more space, a little bit more depth, because this is such a weird little spot here. The only depth we're getting in our frame and our shot is through that window. What nice is though, we're off more, we can feel more of that Forza. And now with the CreamSource coming in, the CreamSource is helping wrap with the Forza. They're matched to match color temp. And we're getting a little more bounce off of this to help out with the shadow side. So we grabbed a shrub to go right there to cover up the white wall back there. And got my little sandbag cart.
With the shot through the trees.
Shout out to Johnny Sepulveda. He gave me this cart when he moved to Puerto Rico. Okay, yeah, so let's put that right back there, Matt. Perfect. Yeah, now we got a little bit of something different there. That's how bad I hate white walls. Bring it more this way. Bring it more this way. Yeah, there you go. Keep coming, keep coming. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I should do too? I might uplight it with one of my little tubes. I might match the tube to whatever's out there and put it down here and just uplight the backside of it. Put that beast down in there. Uplight the back of the tree a little bit. Matched it to the outside with my meter. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to really crank that up though, Matt. Just put it on 100. Let's see what she does on 100. Okay, so the biggest thing about the mixed pre is you punch in and make sure it's armed. See how it's not armed? That little arm? That'll blink red. Now it's armed. See that?
Yeah.
But then to check, make sure these ones are dead, they're off. This one's on, because that was the lob. So I had to set up for the Joshua tree thing I was doing. So
But we'll have it on 2 channels, right? It'll be on channel 1 and channel 2?
No, it's mono. The boom is mono.
Oh, because you had the lav in the mix.
The lav was on the mix.
So these are two separate. One's going right into the camera.
The lav is just to have cleaner audio for the camera.
Got it.
The boom is the real audio.
Got it.
Do you know what I mean?
So then just channel 1 needs to be armed before.
Yeah.
Got it.
Let me know how low I can go.
Okay. Keep dropping it.
Bring it up a little bit like this. And take your hat off, and then look at the seat he's going to be sitting in. Yeah, that's pretty nice actually. It would be cool if there was something on the table where that GoPro was, though. What about that little thing? What if you put that on the table here? Does that look goofy though?
This?
Yeah. It looks weird. I wish we just had something normal. Maybe go out to the thing and see if there's a little thing of flowers.
Flowers, yeah.
If you can. Just a little thing, like a table set.
Yeah.
Stealing set design. Gotta do something, man. Gotta splice it up. All right, folks, so there you have it. Hopefully that helped some of you out, peeling back some of the mysticism or some of the challenges that you might think is involved with lighting when you're first starting out. Because honestly, a lot of times when I'm looking on Instagram or even YouTube for that matter, I see a lot of people really overcomplicating things when it comes to the lighting. And I can relate to that because, you know, I used to be like that as well. But thankfully, those 50 gaffing jobs that I did, it really made it to where no location is intimidating or stressful whatsoever, especially with all the kinds of different levels of DPs that I worked with. I really learned how to adapt to a lot of different situations very quickly with a lot of different amounts of gear. But because everything I've done for the most part is pretty low budge, you know, we were pretty limited packages as well. But hopefully, I hope you can see how I evolved into a different way of thinking with this video that I've presented you all with today. Because now I like to walk into a space and work with what I've already been given, build off of what's already naturally there. Because certainly in the beginning, I feel like when you don't understand the basic concepts of lighting, you tend to have blinders on and not take in the whole environment as it is and take in what's already there. Now, if you have the luxury of shooting in a studio, well, now you have more freedom to literally build from the ground up. But in terms of talking about motivated light, that is the key ingredient for when shooting on location. I think the most important thing to take away from this video is to embrace one important concept, and that is light the space and not the face. And you saw that happen today where I wrapped my key light pretty much at a 180-degree angle across the entire side of the room, all being motivated by that back window. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, be sure to tap that like button. Perhaps think about sharing it on social media with your friends. Leave some love or some hate down in the comments below. It's all good. Hell, tap the dislike button like you all like to do too. I'll take what I can get, folks. If you're brand new here, I encourage you to tap that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And also, if you are hip to what we did in today's video, then I would like to encourage you to check out the DogTimes Patreon. We break down every job I ever go on, whether it's in my gaffing days or my cinematographer days. This is what we do every week. I put out an hour-long video and take you all with me, so check it out. And also, be sure to check out the DogTimes merch store. Lots of cool stuff down in there. We got mugs, hoodies, long sleeves, short sleeves, tanks, coffee mugs, all the good stuff, lots of stickers. You know, I gotta throw it out there because this is the type of channel where I just don't accept every little piece of gear that people are trying to send me. I like to choose things very selectively based upon the things that I like and things that I'm interested in. So as you all know, that kind of limits the amount of sponsorship and affiliations that get sent this way, because I tend to say no a hell of a lot more than I say yes, regardless of what a lot of you would like to believe. All right, so as always, thank you for watching, and till next time, that is a wrap. All right. Now she's all done but the crying. Look at that. Just a lens all by itself. Move on.
Walk down here and look there, and then walk to me, okay? Okay. Good. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead, Phil.